What's up, good people? This is Anthony Deloach, and I'm back with another crypto investing review and tutorial. And today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to use the holding tank in NovaTech. Now, I've gotten a lot of people asking me questions about the holding tank. How does it work? What is the strategy? And I'm going to break it down in this video, guys. Now, before I do that, you know what I want? I want you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto investing review or tutorial. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Hold on. I haven't told y'all about the merch in this video yet. That's right, guys. You know the merch is coming. You're going to have to get tired of me saying this because I want to say it over and over again. The merch is coming. The merch is coming, right? So I want you guys to make sure you keep your eyes open. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you know exactly when I drop it. I told you we're doing a crypto giveaway for the first 100 people who purchase from the shop. You're going to be entered into a giveaway. I'm excited about this launch, guys. Hopefully you are excited as well. But it's coming very, very soon. I'm working on it. We're in the final phases of it. It's going to be launched very, very soon. So guys, stay tuned for that. All right, now that I got that out of the way, let's go into this holding tank, right? This thing is absolutely amazing. It's one of the things I really like about NovaTech. Well, there's a lot of things I really like about NovaTech, but I want to show you guys that, wow, I believe this holding tank thing is so phenomenal, right? Now, one of the things is that with NovaTech, and if you've watched the compensation plan overview that I've done, you understand this, but NovaTech has a hybrid compensation plan, and I really like it. I really like it, right? And the reason why is because it's different from most other compensation plans. If you're in this space, you usually have either a uni-level plan, which everybody just falls directly where they go and all that type of stuff. You have a binary plan where you're building two different teams, right? And you're getting paid off of your weak leg. Everybody benefits from you having a strong leg, that type of thing. But the people on the inside, they don't get as much, love, that type of thing that happens with that. Usually binary plans, they overpay, they over leverage the binary plan, and then the company goes out of business and everybody gets left hanging the bag, that type of stuff. Uni levels aren't as sexy as they used to be, right? Because they're hard to build sometimes, but they're easy to explain. That's why a lot of people like the uni level program. But what NovaTech did was they actually married the two. They created a hybrid program. Now, some people call it a matrix. I don't necessarily call it a matrix because it is not forced, right? Most matrices are forced. Like you put one person in, they're going to fall on your left. You put one person in, they're going to fall on your right, and you just build that way, right? But NovaTech gives you more control than that because NovaTech allows you to place people wherever you want to. That's right. When you enroll someone in NovaTech, they actually are going to fall into the holding tank. And while they're in the holding tank, what you will have the ability to do is to go place them wherever you want to in your organization. So it really allows you to build your organization the way that you want to. Now, this process is pretty simple. When someone gets enrolled into your organization, you have the option here to go ahead and place them where you want. It gives you the option here under holding tank. You're going to see all the people that are enrolled and they're available to be placed. And you can actually go in here and you can select place now. So you can place them wherever you want to in your organization. So you just go in here, you click place now. And once you click on place now, it's going to pull up their information here. And then what you'll have the opportunity to do is to put where you want to place them, right? And what you would do is put in the person's ID that you want to place them here. Now, here's where you find the person's ID. You can go in, I'm going to cancel out of here. But if you go in here, you see where it has placement ID. This is my ID, right? But if they're placed under someone else, you're going to be able to see these are the IDs right here. So you'll be able to take one of these user IDs and you will be able to place someone under that user ID. All you have to do is go get their user ID, which you'll have access to that, and you can place people in their organization once you wanted to do that. So let's just say if I wanted to take someone here in the organization and I wanted to go ahead and use their placement ID and let me see how I could do this. Let's see if I wanted to go ahead and place someone, and I'm going to use the placement ID and I'm going to go ahead and put place now, right? And then if I decided I wanted to place them in here, I will go ahead and click that ID. I will click validate. So let me put an ID in there. We're going to click validate. Once I click validate, it's going to bring up that person here, right? And then I can go ahead and save. And when I hit save, it places that person under that team, and you actually get a notification that you've placed somebody on your team, right? And so that's how simple it is to actually go ahead and do a placement from the holding tank. So that's very simple. And now I want to go over some of the strategy for the holding tank, though. I want you guys to really understand what this is all about on the strategy for the holding tank. So I put together a little presentation. Y'all give me just a second. I'm going to pull up this presentation for you all so you can see this. Okay, so here's the little presentation that I put together. It's not a complete presentation, but just something that I built to show you about team building with NovaTech. So now you understand how to go in and play someone. I want to talk about building. Now, this is just a strategy that I use. Of course, you can use whatever strategy is best for you. There's a lot of things on the internet right now, a lot of things on YouTube that you can look at, and they'll talk to you about strategies for building, right? So you just have to decide how you want to build your team, right? Now, I want to let you know, full disclosure, when I first started with NovaTech, I wasn't thinking about the strategy of building and everything. So my thing has people all over the place, right? I think I've put like 50, 60 people into NovaTech right now personally, which is crazy. And I think I have a lot of them on my first line. So I've been trying to start organizing and putting these things in the right place. So now what I want to let you know is that you only have 48 hours to place someone. After the 48 hours, you cannot place them, and you can only place them one time. You can't move people around. Like after you place them once, you say, no, I want to move them from that place. So you want to make sure that you put people in the place that you want them to be permanently, because you only get an opportunity to place them one time. Okay. Now let's talk about this team building here, right? So I want to let you guys know that when you start out with NovaTech, of course, you got yourself. One of the things I suggest is you decide on your strategy. I like to go I think the best strategy is to either go 3 wide, which is to put 3 people directly to you, or either 6 wide. One or the other is going to be best for you, either 3 wide or 6 wide. Now, the reason I say three is usually pretty good. That's going to be strong. If you look at as a table, if the table had 3 legs on it, that's going to be very strong. Now, if you're deciding that you're going to build a big table, then you may want to have 6 legs on it to give it more sturdy, right? So you decide how you want to build, but I'm going to let you know that if you go 3 wide, right? That's a good way to do. Put 3 people directly under you. Now, preferably, these 3 people are going to be builders, right? People that's ready to run and build with you. If they're passive investors, you may want to place them under somebody else. And that comes from you having a conversation with the people that you enroll. If you're having a conversation with them, say, hey, look, will you plan on building, or do you plan on just being an passive investor? If they say they're being a passive investor, that's cool. You may want to place them under somebody else because they're not going to be building. And as you place people under them, it really doesn't benefit them as much because they're not chasing moving up in the company and rank and all of that type of stuff, right? So you want to really, my thought process is to put the builders right up front to you, right? Put 3 builders. And if you find 3 builders, you just put them right up front to you when you talk to them. Now, once you get 3 builders, what I would suggest you do is after then is talk to them about building out their team. But guess what? We're going to ask them to do? Same thing, 3 to 6 wide, right? 3 to 6 wide, and then start building down, right? Now, once you're building down, what I would say is once you get them, what you would want to do is to go ahead and put someone under them if you enroll another person. Now, you have to think about this on yourself as well. Are you a big builder? If you're a big, fast builder, like I come in, I talk to a lot of people. I know that I'm going to have a lot of people come into NovaTech. So I know that I'm going to be bringing in a lot of people. So I'm going to be placing a lot of people in different places. So what I would tell you to do is to go ahead and build deep. Once you have your 3 established, and you want to put someone under them. Now, let's say the next time you plan to place someone under them, what you don't want to do is place it directly under them. What you want to do is go down below that person and then put that person down below here under the other person, right? Now, if in the perfect world, this person, all the people that we're putting in place like this, these are builders. Your first 3 people should be builders, right? But if they're not, then you just have to know that and place them accordingly. But I want to tell you that if this person right here you put in, If I put that person in, when I bring in another person into this organization right here, this team one, I'm going to put them as low as down on the pole as I can. I want to keep building down. The reason why is because the more I build down, the more people this volume is going to help. So if I have somebody come in with a $10,000 deposit and I put them down below this young lady, she's going to benefit that in her organizational volume. He's going to benefit it in his organizational volume. Then this gentleman is going to benefit from it in his organizational volume, and also I'm going to benefit from it in my organizational volume. Right. So the deeper you can continue to go with placing people, the better to me. It keeps you from being all over the place in that particular leg. Now, what I would tell you, I got team spelled wrong here, so I'll correct it later. But what I would also tell you is to the second team, same thing. You see what we're doing? Like if this person, you put someone under this person and you building down, just keep building down. Drop another person under this person, right? Keep building down, 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 down. Like dropping people as low as you can on this so it affects the most people possible. Same thing on this leg, and this is team 3. I got team 2 up here. I threw this together, guys. Don't judge me, right? I just threw this together in like 2 minutes. But this would be team 3, not team 2. But what you would do is you would go ahead and you would start building down under this team. So you would put one person under him, then put one person under her, then put one person under her as you continue to bring people in. And this way that you're building teams, you're building strong legs, right? And what I would say is you really have a leg once you find a leader in that leg, right? You're going to find a leader. What you want to do is to get the first person that you can in this leg to platinum associate. The next level up is platinum associate. You want same thing with this leg. Keep building this leg until you find a platinum associate. And the same thing with team 3. Keep building this leg until you find a platinum associate. Once you find a platinum associate, that's when it solidifies itself as a real leg. This is a real team for you. Once you find someone that becomes a platinum associate for you in that leg. Now, this is also very important for the compensation plan because to hit junior executive, you need to have at least 1 platinum. So if you're focusing your building like this, and on your way to junior executive, you will have 1 person that is platinum associate so you can go to the junior level. So this is how you can strategically build to make sure that you hit your ranks. Once you hit executive, you need to in order to hit executive, you need a junior executive in your downline. So what you're going to do is continue to build out these legs until you find someone that catches fire, and they're going to be your next junior executive. But if you keep placing people lower and lower and lower and lower in the organization, that's going to help them actually build up to that junior executive. And also it creates good team morale. You know, you want to reward people for the effort that they're giving, right? This is not something that you want to just hand out to people just because they're in your organization. Sometimes it will happen, but if you hand it out to everybody in your organization, you'll find yourself all over the place, because if you hand it out to a builder, you hand it out to a person that's not a builder rather, and they don't do anything with it, that volume is just going to be volume sitting there, because you know they're never going to go platinum because they don't want to do it. They don't feel like building, or the building is not their thing. So you want to make sure that you're giving this to a builder, someone who's actively working towards actually building the organization, because that's who it's going to be the most helpful for. And guys, what I want to do is start doing more videos like this, talking about how you build, talking about some power phrases that you can use when you talk to people, how you can build a structure in your business that leads to long-term success, that type of stuff. Because I think this is very, very valuable here. If you guys got value out of this video, if you could just go ahead and drop me a like, of course, drop me a comment. If you have a different strategy, even drop me a comment. Let me know what your strategy is to building, and then we can definitely go from there. But I like the holding tank method. I love building out teams and helping everybody succeed. So this is a wonderful thing for me. So as always, you know what we're going to do. We're going to invest wisely. We will invest well. We will only invest what we are willing to lose. And you know that we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And I am out.